Yo, yo, yo. So I was just plugging away here on a session on Machine, and I decided that I had a really teachable moment of something that was super important for me to share with you right now, okay? I know a lot of you are probably at the point with your music where you're looking to take your sound to the next level. And I know you probably don't realize that it's not your lack of sounds. Maybe you think that, you need to buy more expensive gear or that you need to have more expensive VSTs or some better speakers or something like that. But it's not the truth. If you want to sound more professional, there are some techniques that I can teach you that will allow you to take your sound to the next level without having to spend another dollar using the machine that you already own and stock effects and some techniques. All right. So what I've got for you today is a technique called utilizing a Pro Mix template. This template is something that I've created for myself that basically allows me to sit down at Machine and I create a drum groove. As you can see here, I've got it loaded up on the computer. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just routing sounds through this as I'm about to show you. And in under a few seconds, the sound and the quality of this mix totally just transforms, all right? It adds more thickness and punch to my drums. It adds more snap to my snares and overall more energy and more vibe, all right? So it took a drum groove that was probably a C and transformed it to something that's probably like an A minus right now. All right, and it only takes a few seconds. All right, so that's what's the most exciting. I can barely even contain myself. This is so exciting. So I know there's a lot of value for you guys in this. If you're looking to make a more professional sounding beat using your machine, using not having to spend any more money, using the tool that you already own, then watch this video right now. We're gonna jump on over to Machine and I'm gonna show you how to do it. Oh, yo, yo. So as I said, likely you're experiencing a problem right now as a producer, whether you use Machine or not. Likely your drums and your music does not quite sound the same as the music that you're listening to. It's not quite as professional, meaning that the drums don't hit as hard as you'd like them to. It's not as clear and as crisp and as as polished as the professional music that you're listening to. Likely this is not because of it's not because you're not creative. It's not because you don't have the right, I guess, the right, the right sounds in your music or something like that. The differences are really, really simple. And today I'm going to show you what the differences are. All right. So I want to show you sort of a secret that I use and that a lot of professional engineers and producers use in order to make their music sound professional. All right. This is likely something that you're not using right now. And in this case, it's called a mix template. So what a mix template does is not only does it allow you to mix your music in half the time, not even half the time, a complete fraction of the time that it takes for you to mix a beat right now. A mix template will help you mix your beat in maybe a fourth of that time. All right. So if it takes you 20 minutes to make a mix, it'll take you 5 minutes. All right. If it takes you an hour, it'll take you 15 minutes to mix a beat. And not only is it going to allow you to mix in less time, but it's going to allow you to make much better quality mixes than what you're making right now. Okay, in a much less amount of time, in a fraction of the time. All right, and so instead of talking, I want to let you hear the proof, and I want to show you what this is. All right, so those are the benefits. So if you want to be able to mix your music in a lot less time, not only that, but make it sound a lot more polished and professional, this mix template is going to allow you to do this. So really quickly, I want to show you what I have got. So I've got a drum groove right now that sounds, it hasn't been mixed at all. And I'm going to show you basically how to take this from a C quality drum groove to an A quality drum groove in less than, let's say, let's put a minute on the clock. And I'm going to show you in less than a minute, I can make this sound phenomenal using the techniques I'm about to show you. Okay, so I know that sounds crazy, but it'll make sense once you listen to it. So first I'm going to play this sort of drum loop that I've created, and then I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to utilize this little technique that I'm going to show you that you can utilize on your own to make your mixes sound awesome. And it's going to take me less than 1 minute to do it. All right, so let's listen to what it sounds like before. So pretty straightforward. The thing is sort of weak, it's flabby, it's not inspiring, does not really want to make you move, and the groove itself is not bad, it's just that the sounds don't sound like anything, interesting. So what we're going to do is utilize this Pro Mix template, all right? And what this is just a collection of send channels. If you don't know what send channels are, they're essentially just, it's parallel processing, which basically means that we can take these sounds or whatever sounds we have in our beat, send them to one of these channels, and it'll be run through this custom collection of effects and processing to allow it to just sound better. All right, and it makes it very simple in order to mix a beat very quickly. So what I'm going to do right now is take that really piece of shit drum groove that we just heard, and I'm going to make it sound awesome. And like I said, in less than a minute. All right, so I'm going to loop it, and then I'm going to do the dirt and let you listen to what it sounds like, and then I'm going to A/B test it. So time me. If you got a stopwatch, time me right now. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. And also make sure that you put on some good headphones. And maybe use your studio monitors just to make sure that you can hear the detail in what I'm talking about. Don't listen to this through your laptop speakers or some cheap-ass earbuds or something like that. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to it. So it's that simple. I know that was probably like 30 seconds, so I was not kidding when I said less than a minute, all right? So let's A/B test this really quickly, and I want you to hear the difference. All right, now, this is obviously a little bit louder, okay? So your ears are obviously have an affinity for louder things, but also I want you to pay attention to the tone and the weight of everything that's going on. So pay attention to what the before sounds like. The kick drum is a little bit flabby, everything sounds sort of disjointed, and then once we utilize this parallel processing and these send channels, everything sounds much fuller, more cohesive. You can hear everything, it sounds much more upfront. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to this. Without it, so very, very, very simple. Really quickly, I'm going to show you what we have done, all right? So this is a send channel on Maschine. So this is our drum group. All we did was go into the group setting in our drums, which means that everything that we apply is going to be applied towards every sound in this group. We went to the output section, and then we selected this limiter, which is inside of this Pro Mix template that I've created, this custom collection of send channels that I have and use in every one of my beats, all right? We processed it through a limiter. The limiter squashed everything and made everything sound more full, added more body to that kick drum, made everything sound more upfront. And then we sent it also through the verb, which is just a reverb that I have and I like to process everything through. All right, so this is essentially just a drum bus that we've created and processed with a limiter and a reverb. All right, so just to show you what this looks like, here's the limiter. You know, it's got nice little limiter setting on it. It's squashing it a lot. It's got a pretty good release, and obviously we've got an EQ afterwards, which sort of boosts a little bit of the content inside of here. But as you can see, it's very simple. I'm using stock Maschine plugins. I'm not using anything expensive, anything that costs $1,000 from Waves or some shit like that. These are stock Maschine sounds or stock Maschine effects using some regular sounds that sound like crap without this processing. And just by these little techniques that I've just shown you, I've taken it from something that sounds like shit to something that sounds great, something that sounds professional, something that sounds like it could work in an actual real song, something that sounds like something that someone would buy, right? So that's what makes this exciting. It just takes a few seconds, literally, to make something sound professional. And I hope that just blew your mind, because that's the difference between professional and unprofessional. For where you are right now, it's not because you're not creative musically. It's not because you don't have good musical ideas. It's not because, professionals have something that you don't. All they have is a little bit of knowledge of techniques like this one that I showed you that allows them to piece together techniques just like this in order to get incremental improvements and make their shit sound good, all right? Whereas you are stuck right now because you're not informed, because you don't have a mentor, because you don't have any guidance in this sort of stuff, and someone to show you techniques like this. You're trying to take shots in the dark, and you're likely missing out on a lot of techniques and tips like this that could really improve what you already have to work with, right? So as I showed you, this isn't anything different than what I had before. They're not different drum sounds. I'm not using expensive plugins. I'm using the same machine that you own with some sounds that you probably have yourself. And all I did was took a little bit of knowledge that's in my head and applied it, and it made shit sound amazing, all right? So that brings me to a point. If you'd like this Pro Mix template, or if you'd like some knowledge and some techniques and how to use something like this and create something for yourself that can do the same things for you, take your mediocre music and make it sound professional, then I recommend that you sign up for my Beat School program. And I know I say this a lot, but that's because you guys don't listen. Because it's simple, guys. Really, it's simple. Music is not that hard. You don't need to make it as complicated as you do. You don't need to be searching around on YouTube trying to piece together a whole bunch of tutorials from people who, one, don't know what they're talking about, many of them, who are taking techniques out of context. You need a blueprint, a step-by-step sort of system that you can use to take your music from amateur to professional. And I'm telling you, there's not that much that's separating you from what the professionals are doing. But everything that I know has been outlined in techniques just like this that are going to quick little knowledge nuggets that are going to take your music from sounding boring and uninspiring to professional and polished. They're all inside of Beat School. So as you can see inside of this program, I give you that exact Pro Mix template. You can get a download link with this and have it for your own self in just a few seconds. All right, there's also a full video in here, 28 minutes long, that describes to you, how to utilize each one of those individual synth channels that I just showed you, and what situations you should use them to sound better, and in what context you can use them in your mixes. So not only are you going to understand how to improve the quality of your sound, but it only takes a few seconds to do it. That's a great workflow improvement. It's going to really not only take you less time to mix, but it's going to save you resources on your computer resources on your CPU also, all right? So not only are there information just like this Pro Mix template technique that I showed you, but an entire section about mixing, okay? So you can watch an entire video about synth channels where I show you exactly how to utilize synth channels within your music and create your own synth channels from scratch. There's an entire section about utilizing EQ that's going to improve the quality of your drums and from your pads and synthesizers and everything in order to remove muddiness and make everything sound much more clear and cohesive in your music. So there's a bunch of techniques just like the one that I just showed you that you can utilize right now to make your music, the music that you're already making, sound more professional, more polished, all right? It doesn't take very much, guys. So in the past, I have sold this exact Beat School program to students for $397, okay? This is just a few months program that I just sold to people. They get access to the same videos that I just showed you, that I'm showing you right now, for $397. However, just because I guess a lot of people were telling me that they couldn't afford that. You know, they were working jobs and weren't making very much money to be able to put those type of funds together. So I've decided to put together a really special deal to allow you to get the same program that people paid $400 for in the past for the low, to make it very affordable for you, okay? So if you click the link below, you're going to land upon a page that looks like this. This is the new Beat School program. I'm allowing you to sign up for this program today, not for $397, but for $38.60 a month, okay? This is a monthly sort of membership site now where I'm adding new content, new stuff daily. This is not what do you call it? This is not a payment plan or anything. There's no contracts or anything like that. You can sign up for Beat School today, check out all the videos that in the past people paid $400 to see, and grab access to not only the Beat School Pro Mix template, but all the valuable information that's inside of here, all right? So click the link in the description. You're going to land upon a page that looks like this, where I'll step you through all the details of what's inside of this Beat School program and what you'll learn and all of that type of stuff. I'm going to hook you up with some awesome free bonuses. And I'm also going to give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. So basically, if you sign up today, you check out the program, and it doesn't inspire you, it does not improve the quality of your music like I say it will, then just email me quickly, and I'll send you a refund promptly, and make sure that you get your money back, all right? So this is a no-brainer. $38.60 right now will get you access to a program that people in the past have paid $400 for. So go ahead and grab your access to Beat School now. Get your access to this Pro Mix template. Before I decide to remove this deal, not too sure how long I want to give away this, because this is the secret sauce for real, guys. This is one of the things that allows most producers and most engineers to mix beats that don't sound amateur, okay? So go ahead and grab your copy. Click the link in the description. You're going to land upon a page that looks like this, so you can sign up for Beat School. Click that big-ass yellow button. You'll enter your name and your payment information, and you'll be up and running with your new Beat School account in just a few minutes, all right? You'll be logged in and checking out all this great, valuable, free content. Get your free copy of this Pro Mix template as well, all right? So I look forward to seeing you inside of Beat School. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in future videos. Go ahead and click the subscribe button for more great free tips just like this. I post regularly, and I know that you guys are going to get a lot of value from following me, all right? So I'll holler at you later. Peace.